Hey everybody, it's Jay.
What's good, everybody? And I'm Zell.
And this is M3, where we talk everything marriage, motivation, money, and more.
Yes, yes. And today, just us. No guest today.
No guest.
So before we get started, here at M3, we need to put a disclaimer out there that we are not psychiatrists, psychologists, or therapists. We're just a married couple getting through this thing called life together, and we're just sharing our insight, what we're going through as a married couple.
That's it. Today we are going to freestyle it. So we don't have no preset questions. We don't got none of that. We just freestyling it today. You ain't catch the wave.
Look, let's get it going. I want to talk about this Chris Rock Netflix thing.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
She didn't watch it,
but
I watched it.
They've been talking about it on the news. So.
I watched it. It was great. It was the first time Netflix did a live streaming.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Let me tell you, that slap paid off big for Chris. Now, we were talking about it yesterday, me and a few friends of mine, and we talked about how, although the slap was real, it did seem a little staged.
It did. Remember, you called me because I was down south, yes. And I told you, I said it got to be April Fool's, yeah, because I was watching it, and I was like, nah.
Yeah, it seems staged because you just insulted this man's wife, right? He walks up on stage, Chris's hands are behind him, and he leaned forward. If you watch him, he leans forward.
Okay, I might.
So he gave it to him a little bit. He gave it away.
I had to go rewatch the clip.
Watch it. It could have been staged. Why was it staged?
I thought it was a part of April Fool's show.
It was a big comeback.
April Fool's was coming up.
Listen, it's the big comeback. So Chris,
it could be it.
Chris is on top right now. So maybe he owed him a favor. He did give Will Smith the business. He did. He gave him the business in it. The last segment of the comedy show, he discusses the slap.
Yeah, they said he waited to the end. He did to really address it.
He makes you wait for it. You gotta wait for it. He can't give it to you. It's like there's some foreplay. He comments on he didn't want to upset any more rappers. He talked about Beyonce for a second. He's like, I don't want to offend no rappers.
Yeah, I heard him talking about that. Was the rappers talking about the smack?
No, he said he didn't want to offend any rappers. Because he mentioned Beyonce.
Oh.
And he didn't want to offend Jay-Z. Like, hey, he don't want no smoke with him. He mentioned Snoop. He didn't want to offend Snoop. He's like, I ain't trying to start no smoke with no more rappers. Then at the end, he gives you his insight on the slap. So what I wanted to discuss on M3 is, do you feel protected? Because maybe, of course, the idea behind the slap was Will was protecting Jada. Do you feel protected?
I don't think that that was protection, because he went up and smacked him for saying something. I don't know. I think I would want you to say something if somebody was insulting me or downgrading me or talking about a very personal issue. I would want you, especially if it's another man. My mouth could be reckless sometimes, but if it's another man, I would expect, if you was there, of course, for you to say something to that person. So I would expect that, and I think that you would say something, because I'd be like, be ready. Ready. So I do expect for you to say something. So in that aspect, yes, I do feel like you would say something. I don't know. I think putting hands on somebody, if it came to a point where that other person, put his hands on me, of course I'm a woman, so even though in my mind I feel like I can fight a man, but I can't. Because I don't care how skinny the man is. At the end of the day, that's still a man. And he's still going to be stronger than any woman. My opinion. That's my opinion.
True. And we do know that slap was more about his frustration.
Yeah, it was a build-up. It wasn't about the TV.
The entanglement, which Chris addressed. That it wasn't about what he said. It was about the whole situation with the entanglement, him feeling embarrassed, and because he expressed that Jada hurt him way worse than he hurt either one of them with his words because of the embarrassment. Your woman on TV, if she got on here and talked about sleeping with another dude, you think we gonna keep doing them three? Negative. We're not.
I think the whole thing
was embarrassing for him. That whole situation was embarrassing.
But I think it was a conversation that they had that they were going to talk about it. That's why they did it.
But together. Do you really want to talk about it? It's kind of like
Then he shouldn't have said yes to it.
It's like Indecent Proposal. Okay, so for those of you that never saw the movie Indecent Proposal, please go check it out. It's a great movie. It's a very old movie.
Now, I don't even watch a lot of movies, and I've seen that movie, so...
We're going to give it away. So, your girl, Demi Moore, is offered a certain dollar amount.
She is. And they were struggling.
To sleep with another man.
They were struggling. They was in a financial mind, and her whole tendencies came out.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I don't know if she did it for a whole purpose. She did it.
I said whole tendencies, not whole purpose. whole tendencies.
Whole tendencies
came out.
Is that like going to the hotel? Is you the whole tendency?
That's like going to the motel. The whole tendencies.
Hoes go to hotels too.
High class hoes. I think those.
Pretty Woman was at a hotel.
Because she was.
Oh, what she had as apartment?
No, he was staying at the hotel at the time, but he was in a penthouse.
That was a fancy hotel.
Yeah,
right,
but see, she was a prostitute.
Yeah. She was a hoe though.
I think more of like escort services, like high class prostituting.
They still hoes though.
Well, we was talking about prostitutes. You said Pretty Woman.
She was a prostitute.
She was a prostitute.
That don't make you a hoe. That make you a prostitute. The designation is different.
Well,
hoes on a stroll.
I think hoes prostitutes like be on corners.
They professional hoes.
The hoes be in front of like hotels, and then escorts they get called and flew out.
In my opinion, they all hoes.
Okay, see we off
topic. Okay,
Indecent Proposal.
Indecent.
They was in a tough time.
Yes.
They was in a financial hardship.
Absolutely.
That's what they like to tell you.
Yeah.
Do a financial hardship when you get into tough times.
Yeah, yeah. So due to that.
So she did a financial hardship.
She did a hardship. She got a grant because of her financial hardship because she gave up the booty.
So we ain't gonna say the other words.
Yeah,
she was had a financial hardship.
She gave up the booty and she got the bounty, and their discussion was to not discuss it. It was okay that she did it. Her husband looked the other way, but they weren't supposed to talk about it. They weren't supposed to talk about it.
It wasn't okay.
They weren't supposed to talk about it.
He was in his feelings.
He did, because your wife went and slept with another man.
You agreed to it.
He ain't mean it.
You the one that said, I think you should do it because this will get us out of this financial hardship we in.
He didn't.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he didn't.
He was like, I've been thinking about it. I think you should go ahead and do it. Yeah. He said it. She was like, nah. And she did it.
They agreed to doing it. They both agreed.
Yeah. And she was like, yeah, you know what? You right. But no.
Truth being told, it's not like he was the only woman. He was the only man that she had ever slept with, right? She had slept with other men before. It's not like she was a virgin. She only slept with that husband of hers. So they was thinking, okay, you've done it before. Like, you slept with other men before. Although we married, go ahead, get the money so we can get ourselves out of this financial situation.
I disagree.
And it didn't work out. It blew up in their faces.
Because he was in his feelings. I think.
You're not supposed to talk about it, though.
I think. But before they even was talking about it, he was mad.
You're not supposed to talk about it.
Before they started talking about it, he was walking around. He was mad.
Back to Chris Rock situation.
But back to that. But this is what I'm saying.
They talked about it. Red table talk, right? Didn't they have a red table talk about the situation?
But this is what I'm gonna say about that. In theory, up here, it sounded good. It wasn't good though, because men can't handle it. They could dish it out. Like she said, he on the red table talk, he cheated multiple times that she knew about. That's why they were separated at that time, because he didn't stop. And then she got with the other boy that was the kid friend. That's your child friend. That's your child's friend. That's your child friend. And y'all got together. And he like, yeah, let's talk about it. It's water under, it ain't water under the bridge. Men can't handle it like women can handle it. Women expect us to be like, oh yeah, I cheated. Get over it. Like you supposed to get over it. That's what men be thinking. That's in my perspective.
Okay.
But then when
do women want to talk about it though? Women don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk. What chick did you sleep with? They don't want to talk about it.
They do. That's probably why they ask the question.
They don't want to talk. They don't want to hear the details. So how'd you meet her? When'd you meet her? Do they really want to? How many times did y'all sleep together? That's my woman thing. How many times did y'all sleep together? They don't want to really know that. Like, you don't supposed to share that. Like, okay, we did it.
You do, it because it might be a healing process.
It's not. That's not going to heal.
But once you find out you have this, cut to the chase. Once you find out your partner has cheated, it's your decision if you're going to stay in that relationship, because now you have been taken off the table as you don't have no say in the threesome that you have become involved in. Bottom line. Like, I had no say in it. I had no say in the fact of who you went and slept with. Like, in a decent proposal, they talked about it.
Are you pointing at me?
No, I'm just saying. They talked about it. They talked about them getting this other person, this millionaire, involved in a relationship. But if you become in a situation where your partner has been unfaithful to you, you didn't have the decision. Either you're going to stay and work it out, or you going to leave. If you stay and work it out, then you be like, okay, look, we're going to talk about it. Either you're going to talk about it that one time so you can get it off your chest, so then that way you don't have no more questions about it. And then you can make a decision like, okay, after I know all the details, do I want to stay or do I want to leave? Is this going to keep happening or is it not going to keep happening? Then you can make the decision for yourself to stay. But if you stay, and then you be like, let's go on a public platform and talk about it, and now you all in your feelings again.
Bad idea. All of it is a bad idea.
Now you back in your feelings. And then what? Now you stand up looking goofy and embarrass yourself.
Chris didn't even mention the entanglement when he was on stage at the award ceremony.
Now you looking goofy up there smacking a grown man for talking about your wife because there's some unresolved issues that you and your wife got, instead of y'all talking about the fact that you was uncomfortable with after it came out. Then that should have been it. I mean, people in your business anyway, because you're a celebrity.
They are.
You don't have to put people in your business extra. I know the little boy thought it was good because he had an album coming out to say that y'all had a relationship so he can get album sales.
He trying to come up. It was a win for him. But everybody else in the relationship took an L. Hey man, it is what it is. You know, we're making new movies. Jada still red table talking.
His movie actually
Emancipation.
Because I don't want to do no more slave movies.
Slave movies are hard to watch.
I don't personally. If you watched it, I bet it was great. It won some awards, so I bet it was fantastic.
After 12 years a slave, I'm on hiatus from slave movies. 12 years a slave was enough for me. I'm on hiatus, but you know, I digress. Okay, what else you got?
I just think that was a sad situation, but I still think it was staged. It was a sad situation,
it seems
but I still think it was staged. I still think that was staged. He got the movie coming out. Chris Rock need a way to come back from his
divorce. He recently got a divorce.
He did get a divorce.
Yeah, he recently got a divorce. So he said, I ain't gonna tell you his jokes, but he said he keeping himself in shape so he can date younger women. That's one thing he did say. He's like, he trying to get that Doja Cat. Look, let me ask you this. There's conversations I've had with other brothers about the validation of their women and them being seen and them being a priority.
Okay.
So what are your thoughts on a man choosing his career over maybe spending quality time with his wife or his family? Because as a man, we are supposed to be breadwinners. earners. Get out there, get the bacon, make the
Providers.
provide the bacon so the wife can cook it, or at least come home with your half, your share. Go out and hunt.
I want to
bring home. It could be fake bacon that you like to eat. Veggie bacon.
Not fake bacon.
Fake bacon. Fake bacon.
And that's expensive in itself. Okay.
So as a man, a earner, a breadwinner, you're supposed to get money. So when do you draw the line, or when is the line blurred on sacrificing time with the family for work and neglecting your spouse? What does that look like?
I don't know. I think it might depend on it don't depend on the person. I ain't gonna say it depends on the person. I think that in life, you make things, you make time for things that you want to make time for. So even if it's a career and you chasing your career and you like, oh, this could happen, so I'm not gonna go. It's only so many times your spouse, and that go for men and women, because women chasing careers too. So that go for men and women. It's only so many times you can be like, oh, I'm not gonna go, or I'm not gonna do this, or we can't do this day because I might get a phone call. And for women, we put up with it. We be like, oh, because we know you're chasing your career, and some women. So for me, I don't ever want to step in the way of anybody chasing their dreams or trying to get what they're passionate about. Because all we got in life is time. I mean, time is limited. But something like that. Anyway, but you don't get time back. So no matter how old you are, you're never too old to start. So chase your dreams. But at some point, if I'm constantly telling you that let us spend just time together, let us do this, because you always gone, you always doing this, so we don't even have time together anymore, and all I'm asking is for one day. I ain't even asking for like a bunch of days, or I might ask for a week. I just want 1 week. Let's go somewhere, a weekend, do something. And you say no because you might get something. After the 30th time, I'm frustrated.
First 29 is okay.
First 29 might be okay, because it's like, if we plan something and then you at the last minute be like, oh, I got something coming up, so I ain't gonna go because they might call me, I'm gonna be mad. And for those who know me, no, I don't get mad, because dogs get mad. When they be foaming at the mouth, they mad. I be foaming.
Dogs get mad. People get angry.
People get angry.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs get mad. I be mad.
Okay, so what if
rattlesnake?
We have something planned? Mm-hmm. However, I get a call from, let's say, a stunt coordinator, because boy, if you don't know, I'm a stunt performer. So you need a good stunt performer, call your boy.
Not even a shameless plug. That's a real plug.
Just saying, this is real talk here. Mm-hmm. So let's say I get a call from a stunt coordinator that tells me, hey, Zell, what are you doing on Monday? But we have a vacation planned on Sunday. Mm-hmm. So when they call me and ask me, what am I doing on Monday? I was already told the answer should be, I guess I'm working with you. Mm. That's what I'm told the answer should be. Because if you continue to give that answer, you'll keep getting calls from that stunt coordinator. Mm-hmm. So
is it a guarantee? Like,
oh yeah, it's guaranteed. Okay. When they call you and they say, Zell, what you doing on Monday? I guess I'm working with you. What we doing?
And we have a vacation plan?
We got a vacation plan. It's starting Sunday, but I got a call on Thursday or Friday.
Oh, and it's starting on Sunday.
Yeah. So what do I do? So
well, I know what I'm doing. I'm going on vacation.
She's going on vacation.
I'm going on vacation.
Okay, so we already got a plan. So what then if I let you go on vacation on Sunday? I might have only 1 day of work, but for that 1 day of work, I make close to $3,000. Mm-hmm. Then I catch up with you the very next day.
That's fine with me.
Deal. I like it. We got it locked down. We got it recorded. I'm not. So this is the episode. If we have a vacation plan, I get a call from a stunt coordinator. Boom. I'm taking that bag.
I'm not.
Because if I can make close to $3,000 for 1 day of work,
I think if it's
that'll
something
pay for the vacation.
If it's something guaranteed, then I'm more to be like, okay, well, how many days is it?
It starts out with one day, unless they tell you we need you for the week.
Right. If it's like a couple of days in, I'm going to go. I'm going to go because I need a vacation. I like the sun. It make my skin glow.
And those vacations cost money. So, because of that, I got to go get that bread.
I think more of less the problem comes in when it's constantly occurring.
That means you're in high demand.
Yeah, but then let's not plan anything.
But you don't know when they're gonna call you. You don't.
Then sometimes you're gonna have to say, "Well, I can't do it this day," but
you don't know when they're gonna.
I already have something planned.
I could get a call right now, and it'll change our lives for next week. I'll be like, yeah,
we ain't got nothing planned but to go to work next week.
Okay.
To work.
So vice versa. So would I be understanding if you?
Would you be understanding?
I would, because I would understand the big picture.
How long would you be understanding?
Well, to your point, I can go on vacation by myself.
Yeah. But how long you gonna go on vacation by yourself? Like I wouldn't want to always we always got something planned, and then it's like you don't never come.
Sometimes you can. I mean, what are the odds of it always happening?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the odds of it always happening is probably very slim. However, like when I used to work in telecommunications, there was a blackout period, and I couldn't go on vacation during that certain window of time after Thanksgiving and before the New Year.
Right.
And you wanted to plan vacation. I'm like, I can't take it because it wouldn't have gotten approved through the company.
And I was kicked off.
I couldn't take it because they wouldn't approve it. And if they don't approve it and you take the time off, you risk coming back to not having a job.
Mm-hmm.
And the job, it was paying the bills. It was paying the bills really well. So, I risk that?
Kicked off.
We did reschedule it. You rescheduled it, and we had a good time.
We did. And then we went to Mexico.
We went to Mexico in January.
But they kidnapping folks in Mexico. Nah, I don't. I think I'm gonna stay put. They kidnapping folks over here, but at least over here, if you escape, you could run somewhere. In Mexico, where you going? I don't even know.
To the wall. To the wall, Trump.
I don't even know where that's at. You can't even speak the language.
Maybe you follow the ones that's trying to escape with their suitcases.
It could be trickery.
If you can get away.
I don't know Lim and them.
If you can get away.
I don't know Lim and them. Lim is not going to come and save me. He's not. He don't know me personally.
Maybe I'll come save you.
Over in Mexico?
Yeah.
You supposed to be with me in Mexico. We done got kidnapped. How you going?
You might have left without me because I had to work.
Because you had to work. So I left without you.
You left without me. You said, I'm going on that vacation. You just said it. She forgot. You forgot.
Jesus.
Don't forget.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So being seen. One last.
But that's just like in the Best Man next chapter, a final chapter. Next Man final chapter. That's why him and Robin.
Oh yeah.
Got the divorce.
Yeah, you're right.
Because he wasn't making her a priority. She only asked for one thing. She let him do his whole career, do whatever he wanted to do.
Right.
Do it. Yeah, she supported him. Do it. But when she needed him to show up for her, he didn't.
That was an act of selfishness.
He did not show up for her.
You're right. But he kept saying that he had things planned, things set, things to do. You're right. Right. I asked you if I was that selfish, didn't I? I didn't. Am I that selfish?
You're not that selfish, no.
Not that selfish, no.
I would say not like that. I know it sound like
it does sound bad, right?
Not like that, but I'm like probably used to be.
It depends on your schedule. Like you have demands on your schedule because of work, because of ways to make money, and listen, that money ain't always promised. If they offering it to you, you got to get the bag. You got to get the bag, man.
To the point in the movie, once you can't get that bag no more. Now he there in the house by himself with his feet up on the table and the dog watching something on TV that he don't even care about watching. And then his friends got to come over with drinks just to get him out of the slump. because you chasing money.
Yeah, true.
You can't always chase the money aspect. You miss time when you chase money.
You do, but he improved the quality of their lives. So he thought.
He didn't.
So he thought.
Right.
Right. You got them in a really nice crib, really nice neighborhood.
She didn't want it.
Like, he thought they were living the dream.
She didn't want that.
Nah,
he didn't listen.
She wanted a more simplistic lifestyle.
Yes, he didn't listen.
Yeah.
Like the kids say, use your listening ears.
Do the kids say that or the teachers say that?
The teachers say it, but then the kids say it back to you. Be like, what are you not using? My listening ears. He wasn't using that because it wasn't about the money. It was about the time. Yes, you can go get the money. You can go and chase the money. But if I ask for a day, give me a day.
Fair. That's fair.
And let it not be about the money.
That's fair.
We just need some women want a lot of stuff. And some women just want time. It's not all about the material things. So if you get nothing else from this, it ain't about material. It's about time.
About the time.
It's about the time. What do kids ask for? Kids ask for time.
Kids ask for stuff too.
They do ask for stuff. They ask for stuff so you can play with them.
Because they want your time. I have one last thing.
One last thing.
Let's
stay focused.
Let's talk about health.
Oh.
Let's talk about health. I recently had a health scare in my family where a very near and dear close family member was diagnosed with a cancer. Mm-hmm. Right? She had surgery. That cancer is gone. So she actually gets out of the hospital on today.
Oh, yeah.
I got to go visit her. So I'll let you know, it's my mama. My mama's doing well. Oh, they found it. They caught it early. I'm being transparent. They caught some colon cancer. So we got to make sure we take care of our health. Listen, take care of yourself. Take the time to take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. Take the time to watch what you're putting in your body, what you're eating, what you're drinking, how you're eating, how you're drinking, when you're eating, when you're drinking. Take the time to read the labels. Sometimes grab stuff that doesn't have labels because it's a piece of fruit or it's a vegetable. Let's eat more of those things that grow naturally from the earth so that we can provide ourselves with a better quality of life, a longer life, a life that we deserve because we're taking care of ourselves. We get one body. You get one. You don't get another one. You can't trade this body in and get another one. Once this is gone, that's it. That spirit goes somewhere else.
Gone.
You're done with this. So this time here is temporary. But while we're temporarily here, let's take care of this vessel. Mm-hmm. Let's take care of it, right? And it's nobody's priority to take care of your body other than you. You can't buy a healthy body. You can't. No matter how much money you spend, you cannot buy it. You got to earn it. You got to earn it by eating well, by exercising, by depriving yourself of certain things. Like you might want to eat that cinnamon roll. You be like, oh, that cinnamon roll look good.
You can. It's other options to eating a cinnamon roll.
Eat an apple. Eat a sweet apple.
You don't need all that sugar.
We do not. Talk. Why don't you share about eating habits? Let's talk about it.
I mean, you don't need all that sugar. Sugar is like
crack. It's like a drug.
Sugar is a drug.
I mean, talk about it.
You might not want to hear it, but sugar is a drug because it's something in your brain that's telling you that you need that piece of sugar, that grain of sugar, and it's similar to being on drugs because your body then fiends for it. So eating healthy, I mean, I'm not saying eat a raw diet, by no means necessary, or take the meat out of your diet because it's difficult to do. It's very difficult. Do it in stages. It's like smoking. You can't just cold turkey stop smoking. You can't cold turkey stop drinking because now your body has become addicted to that thing. So everything takes time and in order. But start treating your body like it's supposed to, like it's a temple, like you're supposed to. I know it's cliche and we heard that when we was growing up, your body is a temple, blah, 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 blah. But it truly is. It truly is. And treat it as such. I think we are on day 11 or day 12 of just fruits and vegetables. Is it day 11? I think it might be day 12.
I think it's 13 because we started on a Wednesday after Fat Tuesday.
Okay, so
it's 13.
It's one of them days. One of them days. We on them days. Just fruits and vegetables. For those who know me, I don't eat meat anyway. I eat meat substitute, but I don't eat a lot of that because of the sodium that's in those things that still are not good for you. But once in a while, treat yourself. Don't beat yourself. I mean, there's other ways to eat sweet and good things, like from fruits or like cranberry. Is cranberry a fruit or a vegetable?
It's probably a fruit. It's a fruit.
Don't have a seed in it. But like cranberries are naturally sweet. You can't eat too many, like too much banana because of the potassium. So it's limits. I ain't saying go out and just eat a banana or an apple or grapes and all of that all day, because you still got to watch your sugar levels. Even though it's natural sugars, it still will raise your sugar level and it'll give you the sugar.
Diabetes.
What he said. It'll give you that. So you still got to watch it. But just try to eat healthier. Just try to pour more into yourself. And I ain't talking about tequila.
I also heard that a good idea for those that aren't willing to give up meat is to use meat as a side dish and the vegetables or fruit as the main dish. So you have a smaller portion of meat.
Okay.
Right? So there's that. There's also just, fast for a day. Maybe you'll give up meat for a day. See how that feels, right? Mm-hmm. Some people give it up for a week. You can give it up for a month. You can give it up for 3 months. I gave it up for 3 months and I went from 220, roughly 24, 224, 226, somewhere around there, to 202 pounds.
Okay.
I did, and I felt really great. And then the last time I did it, really, really seriously devoted on it, I went from like 221 to 17, somewhere around there, somewhere in that window, down to 196 pounds.
Okay.
It's hard to maintain because it's a lifestyle change. You got to change your lifestyle.
It definitely is.
You can't go back to eating the way you were eating before. You have to really be conscious of what you're eating, when you're eating, like what time you're eating, right? Have a certain cutoff time. Let me not eat after 7 p.m. or not eat after 6 p.m. Because even when I do, I feel uncomfortable.
And then again, it depends on when you go to bed. So if you don't go to bed until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and you want to eat until midnight, because you going to be up, hopefully burning what you have ate until you go to bed at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why you would be going to bed at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Maybe you working. I don't know. But that seems awfully late. I mean, I go to bed early. So
7 o'clock.
First of all, I ain't go to bed last night until almost 9:30. Okay?
Oh yeah, I was asleep last night.
You were asleep. But then again, I wake up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So, when some people are going to bed, I'm waking up. But that's my time to think and re-energize and meditate and get myself together. And I get up and work out because I can do it in peace when ain't nobody up saying mama. So that's my time.
Okay. So a takeaway would be watch what you're eating.
Watch what you're eating.
Watch what you're drinking. Let's research it.
Don't chase everything with tequila.
Let's eat more natural things. Right?
How about do some ginger and pineapple, or ginger and orange shots?
How about your turmeric?
Or ginger and turmeric, and don't tell me it's nasty.
For inflammation. Talk to them about the inflammation.
And don't tell me the ginger and turmeric is nasty because you drinking Hennessy and tequila straight.
It is nasty. No
chaser or Knob Creek, and you want to tell me ginger is nasty? If you don't get your whole life, it sting a little bit. Don't sting no more than that tequila or that Hennessy going down. Then you got to get a piece of lime for that.
Let's watch what we eat. Let's take care of ourselves, right? We have one. We get one of these vessels, one temple. Let's take care of it, right?
That's it.
So that it can function for us. Let's give it what it needs. Let's fuel it with really healthy, natural things so that it can then work for us. So it doesn't, it doesn't break down. Let's go to the doctors. Let's get some annual visits with our doctor. We can have more natural ways to reduce some of the inflammation, to get rid of acid reflux. I suffer from acid reflux. I changed my diet and the acid reflux went away.
That's it.
Just by changing my diet, by eating more natural fruits and vegetables, getting rid of pasta, breads, cereals. Like, you get rid of certain things and your body changes. It responds better for you.
It does.
So let's work on our health. Let's be more conscious of what we're putting into our bodies. Any final thoughts? I'm going to go first this time. I'm going to keep it easy. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to keep it sweet. Stay active. Stay focused. Stay motivated. Stay consistent. Stay safe. I love you. Oh, let's also be persistent on what we do. Stay focused on that. Let's be persistent. Let's work towards a goal and not stop until we reach that. Let's work on, whatever it is that's going to drive us. Whatever that is that you want, work towards that until you get it, until you achieve it, and then keep going. Create a dream, a vision bigger than you can achieve in your lifetime. Let's do it. What you got?
Remember, persistence brings forth transformation. Go out and choose to have a good day. Bye.
Our freestyle day. Boom.